Hey everybody, welcome back to Be Better on Purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones. Thank you so much for joining me here with Be Better on Purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones. And I just want you to know how much I really appreciate you being a part of my broadcasts and my videos. Thank you to all of my subscribers. The ones who've been with me from the beginning and the very newest subscriber I have who's joined me as recently as this morning. So thank you for being a part of the Be Better on Purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones. Today, this video will be about football. So I have a question. Are you ready for some football? I'm ready for football, and every year around this time, I start getting real excited because I started counting down the days to the kickoff of football season. Something about me and football that I think you should know. I've been a fan of football for as long as I can remember being alive. Growing up, the Atlanta Falcons had just got their franchise from the NFL, and the Atlanta Falcons was so exciting to the city of Atlanta. And I was an excited fan of the Atlanta Falcons growing up. But anyway, football has been an important part of my life. And if you know me, you know football is important. Family is important, and above all, my faith is the most important thing to me. So, you know, it sounds cliche, faith, family, and football, but that really is important to me. But just as important, if you wrap all three of them together, you will have purpose. Purpose became my mantra many years ago, and that's how we got to this point today of being better on purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones. We all have to find out ways of why we are here on earth, what brought us here on earth, and in doing so, what we're really doing is trying to find our purpose. Some people call it your why. So today, in talking about football, why is it that football is such a large part of the nation of the United States of America? Especially, and in particular, here in the South. Let me tell you something that you might not know. Not only am I a fan of football, I actually played football for one day. As a matter of fact, one practice. And after that first day of practice, I never played organized football again. Football is hard. And I admire people who play football. And you know, when you think about it, you are hitting each other and it's a tough, rugged person's game, and I realized I wasn't that rugged and tough as a kid growing up. Now I had no problem playing football out in the yard, touch, and eventually flag football, but that tackling, I wasn't built for tackling. You know, I found out early I was more an academician than I was an athlete. Now I want to share with you my favorite football teams. When it comes to the NFL, my favorite football team is the Atlanta Falcons. When it comes to universities in the country, my favorite university football team is the Georgia Bulldogs. Yes, I'm a homer. But when it comes to my favorite college football team, because there's a difference between college and university, and I know a lot of them say, you might want to say, well, no, it's not. But anyway, Morris Brown College Fighting Wolverines is my favorite college football team. And the reason I can say that because they're not a university, and it is a difference between a university and a college. And another thing is Morris Brown College football team is not active right now playing NCAA football, so I can still list them as my favorite college football team. My favorite high school football team is the Carver High School Fighting Panthers. Yes, I'm a homer. That's the high school I went to, and I support the Carver High School football team. I still go to their game, at least 1 or 2 games a year. And my favorite middle school football team is the Bunch Middle School Chargers. Yes, I'm a Bunch Middle School Charger football fan, and my favorite Little League team, yes, I even love Little League football, the Ben Hill Tigers. From the 6 and under all the way up to the 14 and under. The Ben Hill Tigers are my favorite Little League team. And if you know anything about Little League football in Metro Atlanta, you go, say if you ever play against Ben Hill, I don't care which age group, chances are you go take an L. So those are my favorite football teams. My favorite NFL player is Deion Sanders. He's retired right now. My favorite current player, not me, not Darryl Jones, Dr. Darryl L. Jones, but my cousin, Julio Jones. He's not really my blood cousin or my birth cousin, but you know how we are, especially in the South. Everybody's our cousin, especially if we have the same name. So we call Julio in my household affectionately Cuz. But you know, when I think about football, football is very important in life. It teaches you team building skills. It teaches you how to depend on one another and support one another. It teaches you how to come together and strive for success. Football, though it's a sport, and some might call it violent, it teaches you a lot of principles about life. So football is important to me, and as a matter of fact, my wife saw how important football was early in our relationship. She realized how important it was that she learned. So she allowed me to teach her about football. And so we like to get our football information from a lot of different outlets. FS1 Sports with Skip and Shannon, their show is called Undisputed. And we love watching them. We like listening to 92.9 The Game, in particular, Randy and Andy's show. We like watching, we used to enjoy Two Live Stews with Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart. I really miss them. Yes, we was part of the Dog Pound and she was considered a poodle. Also, we enjoy football movies. I'm gonna tell you, I'm really into football, and yes, I'm ready for some football. So what I need you all to do is let me know a movie to watch. Inbox me, leave it in the comment section. If you got my phone number, text it to me, email it to Darryl@BeBetterOnPurpose.com. Go to my Facebook page and leave me a comment. However you can get in touch with me, let me know what's a good football movie I should watch today. I've probably seen them all, but I've seen most of them at least 2 and 3 times. And I'm considering maybe Remember the Titans, Varsity Blues, or Friday Night Lights, or Any Given Sunday, or Draft Day. That's just so many. So if you have, let me know your favorite football movie. But let me tell you this thing about football also. Football even make it into my sermons on Sunday morning. My sermons always have a supporting cast in it. And one of my sources I use often in my sermons is football. And I have a sermon that I did a series years and years ago called Breaking the Huddle. In churches, you know, we like to congregate, but we have to break the huddle. The Sunday morning is the huddle. We all come there on Sunday morning, we huddle up, but we can't stay there. We have to break the huddle and go out and run the play that God called in our life. And that's the reason football is important. Football is a metaphor for Sunday morning for us. We come together on Sunday morning, we meet, we get in the huddle, and we get ready to listen to the play that the quarterback, which is our pastor or the preacher of the day, gets. And he gets the play called in from the sideline from God. The Holy Spirit is the radio that you see the coaches wearing on their heads. That's the headphone set. I like to call that the Holy Spirit because the Holy Spirit is communicating the play that's coming from God to the pastor. And the pastor called the plays. And when the pastor called the plays, those of us who are in the church and those of you who are in the church, you go out and run the play. And if you decide to stay in the huddle too long, like a lot of churches do, stay in the church all day long, you get what's called the layup game. The layup game is a penalty because you didn't run your play in time. So I don't want churches to be accused of the layup game. So yes, I'm ready for football. Are you ready for some football? Well, thank you so much for joining us as we discussed and talked about football. I want to continue to remind you to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, tell your family and friends to subscribe to Be Better on Purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones, understanding of how we can all continue to reach our purpose, stay on the road of our purpose, understand our purpose, march toward your purpose, run toward your purpose, drive toward your purpose, and be better on purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be better on purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones.